Ferritic nitrocarburizing. Today, the real case study about savings in this technology. Our expert today, Jędrzej Malinowski. Hello.
Hello.
And it will be a pleasure to talk about savings. Let's start. Jędrzej, savings, money, how do you see it in FNC?
In FNC, we are talking about usually about the massive production. So the main cost factor is definitely ammonia consumption, and this is something what we can successfully decrease.
I know you have some real case. Yes?
Okay, let's talk about this
How
case.
it looks like, please.
We are talking about the FNC process for manufacturing of gears.
Good.
And we are talking about 1.2 million gears per year. Material is steel C45, and we are talking about the white layer thickness in this range.
Okay.
Additional requirements is porosity level, which is less than 40% for that case. And
So this was the main requirements for production, yes?
exactly.
What industry in this case?
Automotive industry, and for this particular case we have to replace the old continuous furnace,
Okay.
which consumed a lot of ammonia per year.
In the past, they work on the continuous equipment, and what they have now?
They have now our line of batch furnaces. In this line we have 5 main FNC furnaces.
Okay.
And some
If you
other
say line, what does it mean?
furnaces,
Furnaces?
preheating furnaces, washing machine, and also cooling station at the end, and of course the loading machine as a part of the system.
All in automatic mode.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. So no human impact
No, not at
during
all.
the production.
Not,
Okay.
not at all. Just supervision on the operator side.
Perfect. And what do we get thanks to this solution?
As a final result, we have 16 tons of ammonia consumption per year.
And what was previously?
Yeah, instead of 160.
You should repeat it.
Yeah, 16 instead of 160.
Unbelievable.
So we are talking about the real reduction at the level of 10 times at least. So
10 times less consumption. Of course, it works in parallel with less emission.
exactly, of course, it always corresponds.
Okay, so this is 1 point. Less, can we say 10 times less, or at least 10 times less emission? Yes, but how does it correspond in terms of the real savings? How you can calculate it?
Well, in this case, we are talking about more or less 3,000 cycles per year. So one thing is saving. The second thing what I would like to mention is also the reliability of the production.
Okay.
So that was also important requirements. And for this case, when we are talking about the hundreds of tons, we are talking about the more than 500,000 euro per year of real saving costs.
500, you see it here.
Yes.
500,000 euro yearly real savings. This is incredible. FNC. So final installations look like this.
Yes.
And by the way, if we talk about automotive, we see the gears that are the real example. Yes.
Yes, this is one of the kind of application which are.
And I know some other applications. If you can say, or you can show us.
Yes, this specific is very similar. Could be very similar, for example, for the production of disc brakes.
Typical disc brakes. Can it be implemented in the same system? What you already
Yes, of course.
showed?
The system could be very similar. The question about the size of the furnace, which not be the problem for us.
How about the savings?
I think the same story like
So
we have in the
bigger
in the
production,
gearbox.
the bigger savings.
Yeah.
In this case.
Bigger furnace, bigger.
Perfect. Let's summary our case study for today. Having in mind different type of savings, today we focus only on gas consumption reduction. How it looks like. Summarizing.
Exactly, because it is definitely most cost effective factor for
Okay.
FNC processes. And for that case, we have, as we mentioned before, 10 times smaller ammonia consumption. And it means at least €5 for each cubic meter of ammonia which we could save.
Okay.
So everyone can calculate
Easily.
easily by themselves based on the particular rates,
Yes.
how it looks. And in massive production, usually we are talking about the 1,000 cubic meter per year. So the calculation is even easier.
For me, it's easy. If you want to save some money, reduce your production cost, the installation with zero flow technology works. Jędrzej,
Nothing more, nothing else.
thank you so much for today.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching another episode of SECO Talks. See you next time.
See you.